A bombshell erupted across the motorsport universe when Jorge Lorenzo, MotoGP legend and longtime rival of Marc Márquez, suddenly issued a public ultimatum that sent shockwaves through paddocks and social media worldwide. During an exclusive interview, Lorenzo didn't hesitate. Marc has no excuses anymore for 2025. The statement landed like an explosion, instantly triggering heated discussions among journalists, analysts, and fans. Those who witnessed the interview described Lorenzo's tone as cold, calculated, and deliberately provocative. Speculation immediately surfaced. What pushed Lorenzo to speak this boldly? Was it pure competition, unsettled history between the two, or a tactical psychological war aimed at destabilizing Márquez before the season begins? One thing is certain, the ultimatum has become the opening scene of MGP's most dramatic storyline in years. After years of injuries and mechanical struggles, Marc Márquez made the biggest move of his career, joining Ducati, the most dominant machine on the grid. Expectations skyrocketed overnight. If Márquez once dominated with a weaker bike, then he should become champion with the strongest one. Lorenzo capitalized on that narrative, stating there is no room for excuses. If Márquez is truly a legend, he must win the title. The pressure now weighing on him is immense. The world isn't waiting for podiums, the world is waiting for the crown. Every test, every lap time, every race weekend will be judged brutally.
MotoGP fans don't want growth or adaptation from Márquez. They want redemption, domination, and proof. Once the interview aired, MotoGP turned into a digital battlefield of clashing opinions. Márquez supporters accused Lorenzo of cheap provocation, while Lorenzo loyalists praised him for brutal honesty. Sports media amplified the chaos by repeating the spiciest lines, fueling the drama further. Hashtags like #Lorenzo vs Márquez, #Alien or Nothing, and #MotoGP 2025 era went viral within hours. Fan accounts started posting compilation videos of their historic rivalry from 2015-2024, framing it as a conflict that was never truly over. The paddock hasn't even reached the first race, yet the psychological war is already world news. When reporters asked Márquez about Lorenzo's ultimatum, he didn't respond with anger. He simply gave a slight smile, lowered his head, and moved on. That subtle gesture sparked far more speculation than words ever could. Was it confidence, a quiet acknowledgement of rivalry, or an attempt to hide internal pressure? Some analysts believe Márquez thrives under antagonism and that this smile signals dangerous motivation building inside him. Others argue it might reflect the enormous emotional weight he's carrying. Either way, the smile has turned into a viral symbol, calm on the outside but war brewing underneath. The Ducati paddock is now under an intensity unlike anything in recent years.
Hiring an 8-time world champion means inviting not just glory, but global scrutiny. Engineers, strategists, and team directors know that every decision will be dissected publicly. Sources reveal Ducati is prepared to give Márquez full support to pursue the title, yet they also understand that expectations have now escalated beyond normal racing goals. With Lorenzo's ultimatum echoing across the sport, the Ducati garage no longer feels like a workplace. It feels like a historical laboratory where legends are either reborn or destroyed. Analysts noticed Lorenzo's words didn't focus only on racing. They targeted legacy. He stated, "Every real legend wins when he has the best bike." The statement hit deeper than performance. It struck directly at the heart of Márquez's identity. Was Lorenzo implying that the world should reconsider who the greatest Spanish rider truly is?
The lines between rivalry and legacy are now blurred. This isn't just about winning races. It's about who history will remember as the undisputed king of MTGP's golden era. Márquez has openly admitted in the past that he isn't afraid of crashing, pain, or pressure. He fears being forgotten by history. This season threatens that fear more than anything else in his career. If he succeeds with Ducati, he becomes the hero reborn, the champion who rose from injury and adversity to reclaim the throne. But if he fails with the strongest bike on the grid, critics will claim he was never truly the best, only lucky with a specific era and machine. For Márquez, this isn't just a championship fight, it's a battle for immortality. Sports psychologists describe Lorenzo's words as maximum expectation pressure. It doesn't attack lap times, it attacks identity. It forces Márquez to fight not only competitors, but the burden of perfection. Every second on track is now a statement to the world. But here's the twist. Márquez has historically been at his deadliest when everyone doubted him. This season will reveal whether pressure will resurrect his legendary instinct or break it completely. Pre-season testing hasn't even begun, yet fans, brands, and MotoGP channels are treating this like the build-up to a world final. Marketing teams are already drafting campaigns. YouTube MotoGP analysts are posting countdowns. Fans are preparing banners reading "Prove it," "Legend or not," and "No excuses" for the first race weekend. MotoGP 2025 has become more than a season. It has become a trial, and Márquez is the defendant. The narrative of MotoGP 2025 has only two possible endings. If Márquez wins the title, he won't just silence critics, he will reshape the history of MotoGP, proving that the greatest always rises again. But if he fails, everything changes. The legacy, the myth, the memory of his dominance. There will be no excuses left to shield him. That is why this season feels like all or nothing, glory or oblivion, immortality or collapse. And all of it, every ounce of pressure, began with one sentence from Jorge Lorenzo that the world will never forget.